What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the Brew Lab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster in chief. And tonight, in the Brew Lab, I'm coming at you with an episode of a serious jank. You know, it's that kind of jank that might actually be quite serious. And it's been a while. It's been a while since we've done some serious jank. I absolutely love these episodes. It's usually the type of video I put out when I'm working on something more competitive and I need some time to work on it and I still want to upload a video, and so I come out with something a little bit more light and breezy and janky that should at least entertain you and definitely inform you. You know, there's a lot of new cards in this particular brew, and I want to do some on-the-fly brew labifications because I've tried a few different permutations of it. It seems like there's kind of something there. There's some obvious terrible matchups. I'm running into so many control decks again. Oh my god, like these games are going for 20 minutes without anything happening and then you just die to mill or something. It's so annoying. But I think what I might end up doing, if games against control start to go more than 10 minutes and I don't feel like there's a slight window of a chance, then I'm going to just concede and move on to the next one. Because the videos end up going like an hour and like it's just the same opponent for 30 of those minutes. So annoying. So let's see how it goes. And then if it starts to be like where all I'm running into is that, then we need to spend a bit of time thinking of a way to deal with that and make some of our own control decks, which is what I usually do in response to a couple of days of some heavy duty control matchups. All right, so serious jank. It is time, without further ado, to jump into tonight's brew, simply called the Rakdos Outlaws. And I've gone all out on this one. We've got the Rakdos sleeves, we got the Rakdos avatar, we got the Rakdos in the deck, and it's Rakdos colors, like just Rakdos, baby. And so Outlaws, what are Outlaws? It's my first kind of attempt. This is probably mostly just like a limited thing, but again, the testing has been pretty good. I'm highlighting Jasper here, not only because the laughing Jasper Flint, not only because the artwork is gorgeous, but also because it highlights what Outlaws are. It's assassins, mercenaries, pirates. I think we need to work on that one also. The fact that Outlaws are also pirates, there's some synergies there. I need to figure it out. More on that in a future video. Rogues and warlocks. So, while we're on Jasper, let me talk about him. This card is sick, and I think I can tell why they only gave him 3 toughness, because it can get really, really out of hand. Like, to the point where I'm thinking, like, let's go Grixis and play, like, a bunch of ways to just protect Jasper and mill the opponent out, because, first of all, creatures you don't control, you control but don't own, that are creatures you control but don't own are mercenaries in addition to their other types. At the beginning of upkeep, exile the top X cards of target opponent's library, where X is the number of outlaws you control. Until end of turn, you may cast spells from among those cards, and mana of any type can be spent to cast those spells. So, if you just have Jasper Flint on the board, then you're just exiling one creature. But because the entire deck is made out of outlaws, and we go kind of wide with them, more on that in a second, there's some turns that I've had in testing where I get like 5-6 cards off the opponent's top deck. That's pretty cool. Not only can we snag win cons and get rid of sunfalls and things like that, we can just, you know, cast their creatures. And because of what he says on the beginning of the text box, those are going to be mercenaries as well. So the number keeps building. But I kind of skipped ahead to the 3-drop slot. Let's take it from the top. We've got, as far as old cards, only the removal, really, cut down, go for the throat, long goodbye. And then we've got 3 copies of Phyrexian Arena because we needed to draw some cards. The rest of the deck is new stuff, so I better get cracking. Tinybones Joins Up. Haven't played this one yet. Let's give it a whirl. I still need to do like a whole Legendaries Joins Up type of a deck as well. That's one of the things on my to-do list. All of these enchantments will trigger off of legendaries entering the battlefield, and we actually happen to have a fair bit of them. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 total legendaries. So we actually get quite a bit of tiny bone triggering. And the cool thing is, whenever that happens, it counts as a crime. And there is a little bit of a crime payoff in the deck in the form of Vadmir, New Blood, making a comeback from my Golgari deck. Whenever you commit a crime, gets a +1/+1 counter. When it gets 4 or more, it gains lifelink and menace. Pretty nice. Then, first one drop, Tinybones. We've seen this already in the zombie deck. You can snag stuff from your opponent's graveyard. It's a death touchy little 1/1 that commits crimes. It's great. Then we've got the Vial Smasher, Gleeful Grenadier. And this is where I'm starting to think Rakdos, Goblins that are also Outlaws. There might be something there. Because I've seen already there's quite a few Goblins that are either Rogues or Pirates. So maybe. But this is just another little piece of this puzzle. Because this actually ends up being, you know, when you count the life loss from Tinybones. The enchantment. The fact that whenever you cast another, or, you know, whenever another outlaw enters the battlefield, you get a little ding ding, little ping with a Vial Smasher. And then the next piece of the puzzle is the Rakish Crew, which is a kind of Bastion of Remembrance for the Outlaws deck. 3 mana enchantment. When it ETBs, you make a little mercenary. So even if you just go Vial Smasher on 2, Rakish Crew on 3, boom, boom. And notice, Vial Smasher says deals 1 damage to target opponent. So you're again committing a crime. Like, there's so many cross synergies. I can't wait to stop recording and keep brewing. But what we're trying to do here is ping the opponent to death. So similar to Bastion of Remembrance, whenever an outlaw dies, gain Z's and drain Z's. Little lose life opponent, you gain life. Amazing, right? Especially considering the fact that we also have the Hellspur Posse boss that makes 2 mercenaries when it ETBs and gives all your other mercenaries haste, which is pretty nice. If we curve into a Rakdos on 5, it immediately gains haste and you can swing with a 6/5 Frampler. That's pretty nice. It's also a sack outlet, so if you want to give it indestructible, you sack one of your outlaws, get a trigger off the Rakish Crew. You can see where I'm going with this. We're trying to, like, you know, attack, do a bit of disruption with the guy, drawing cards here, and then hasting in our outlaws, and then if the opponent kills them, Rakish Crew. Of course, this deck is just completely dies to a lockdown, to a sunfall, to a farewell, all this nonsense that we have to live with on a day by day. Fortunately, not everybody's playing it, so maybe, just maybe, we can get a couple of fun wins on the ladder for this episode of Serious Jank. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Let us jump into some games. The cards that I wanted to play in the deck and didn't end up making the cut were the the black rare spree card, because I had to put some card draw and I put in the Phyrexian Arena, but I might just decide to go a little bit slimmer, like cut the Rakdos, even though it feels terrible to call a deck Rakdos Outlaws in Rakdos colors, and you have a Rakdos in the set that is an outlaw and not playing it. Seems like a bit of a shame. But we may need to go a little low to the ground, cut some lands, and then maybe go for... what was I going to say? Oh my goodness, I've drawn a blank. Oh, instead of the arena, put in the aforementioned... What's it called? Dread something. On the draw, turn 1, little gobbo, hopefully drawing a red source next. Opponent is doing some shenanigans, so we are going to just chill and try and cut down whatever he wants to put this ruckus onto. When Kumana rotates, this is going to be the de facto thing that people are going to be doing on turn 1 in mono red, I think. Rakish Crew is on the table, baby. Not yet, but it will be. Nice. Vial Smasher into Rakish Crew. Epic. Let's try and hope that old Vial Smasher over here So bored of mono red, everybody. Today in the lab. I guess we just have to live with it. Aha! No monstrous rage for once in my life? Wow, that's really quite something. Okay, that's just phenomenal. Can you imagine flooding in a deck like this? Okay, 30. Of course, we have to get rid of this etchings, because... Bro, just don't do this to me, man. Like, come on. This is absurd, dude. Game 1, flood, baby. Let's go! Oh, goodness. Just give me something other than a land. Please, deck. Please. Pretty please. Ah, that's something, but it's not quite what we wanted, is it? We're just going to get it immediately removed, and we can just concede, I would say. My goodness, what a crap hand we were dealt. Well. Ooh. It ain't Felden. It's Jasper Flint. Way too late to the party, mate. Wow, how boring, mate. Unbelievable. Okay. Good for you, mate. Good for you. A bit of luck is, of course, a huge part of life. Like the matches I had in testing on unranked with this deck was actually really good against mono red. I think it was just a case of us flooding there, because the little pings and gainy drainsy kind of keeping us alive, always having chump blockers. This time we'll get a better hand. I know we will. Jasper Flint, 2 of, 1 of Hellspur Posse boss. And a... Alright. Bro, it's crazy. I just... Wow. Never ceases. Just this never-ending barrage of asshole. At least he sacked it, okay? At least that. absurd, man. Absurd. Like, just how often they just always have the things. It's absolutely insane. How much do you want to bet he has another Monstrous Rage in hand? Okay, at least this doesn't give Trample. So he's only left with a 2-2. And we can play, hopefully... Okay, at least this will gain us a life. If it dies. Now we're completely, you know... Bricking AF. Come on, oh. Does he swing again? Woo! Ah, we're talking. Now we're getting 4 triggers here. Zoink, 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 zoink. Sent packing. Bit of a revenge game after the first match there. Whew. What a relief. What a relief. Okay. You see where we're going with this? It's totally fine. I don't think it's tier 1 by a long shot, but cool, fun, new cards, synergies. I'm starting to wonder whether we need the freaking the Phyrexian Arena. Maybe we put in the, like, oh, this is going to be control. Are you ready? I'm ready to bet big money this is control. Maybe we can just play, like, you know, the typical village rights kind of spells that sack creature, draw cards, because we want to sack creatures anyway. Aha! Speak of the devil. Of course it was. There's no way it's ever anything other than. It's even mill on top of it, just to make things worse. I'm fairly certain this is going to be Mr. What's the name of the card I'm thinking of? Teresian Mindbreaker. Doink. Cool. That's one less get lost to kill our Rakish Crew, which would be an amazing top deck, honestly. Although we don't have the mana for getting through the damn counterspell that they inevitably will have. No more lies. Huh, even worse. What? Okay, this is the combo deck. Maybe. This is new infinite combo. Let's see. If he discards Rakdos Joins Up, then we'll know. Maybe not. Ooh, you know what I still want to do is like a control deck with our friend, the what's the card called that I'm thinking of? Mind Splice Apparatus into Mind Splice Apparatus into all of these spree cards. I'm thinking maybe Dimir maybe just has to be full on. He still hasn't found the piece that he needs. Is that a temporary lockdown now? Mind Splice Apparatus into spree, and then we play. I'm trying to think of a way for it to like maybe like a something that doubles up. We might have to go. Aha! Okay. He doesn't have the other piece of the puzzle. Now, what we have to do is hold up our Go for the Throat. It's essential. Because you can disrupt the combo. Although I think Abuelo's, whatever Majiggy it's called, makes an artifact out of the thing. Oh, that would be so bad. One time that I decided to run Go for the Throat instead of Theater Triumph. That would suck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here it comes. I think we're dead. Oh, no. Cut down will do it. Because it makes it into a 1-1. Phew. Okay, we should be able to disrupt the combo. I've just never been hit by this yet. So I need to just make sure I'm killing the right thing. I think what I need to kill. Here it comes. Before it starts going infinite, I need to make sure to kill the right thing. Otherwise, we're just dead, right? Does he have the card? Yes, he does. So, return target, na. And then that will return, so, bam. And then he's going to return the other thing. And before he can, we... Doink! And if he has the Spell Pierce, we just concede. Spell Pierce is 2. So we should be okay. Oh! Oh! Wow, that was crazy. Still a problem. We can't get around this damn thing. And now if he's got another one of those Abuelo's Awakening, we're just screwed. Just gotta give this guy menace somehow. Not somehow, like this. Seven. 8. He's digging for the Abuelos. If he finds another Awakening, I think we're just dead. It was very close. Trippy combo, huh? Someone really went deep in the think tank to come up with that. That's not it. Doesn't have it. Can't possibly freaking have it. Ho ho. Ho ho, baby. We gotcha. We gotcha. Welcome to the gun show, everybody. Outlaws in the house. Taking down one of the new combos. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of Go for the Throat, I think. Such a terrible card. Honestly, I've never loved it. But it is clean, and there aren't that many artifact creatures, but of late, with the new set and whatnot, it's feeling worse and worse. I just don't like losing the life of Bitter Triumph, but I think in a deck like ours that has a little bit of gainsies with the it's just safer, right? Let's do that. Also, we can kill planeswalkers, which is always good. Oh, and how do we feel about maybe cutting Arena entirely and putting in the card draw this way? Boop. Corrupted Conviction. I think that's a decent little switcheroo. Because we can also respond to removal. Kill our own stuff. Alright. How are we doing for time? Alright, this maybe 2 more games. Serious Jank is fun. That is the key takeaway. The shuffler, man. It's only 2 Demolition Fields in my entire deck. Ah, pardon. So it's just freaking Convoke. It's a crime, my friend. Whew. Lethal Demolition got milled in your face. Alright. Long goodbye. And what? Kill nothing much, really, unfortunately, in this matchup. That is relevant, but it's still a crime, so we can do that. What I'm honestly hoping for is, what's his face again? Jasper Flint. Good old Jasper. That's another great target. Go ahead, tap your stuff. Let's see if he bottoms or tops, and then we'll just kill this warden on the right away. Okay, we even get to do another crime. That's gonna mill the card that he just put on top. It's absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, Vadmir only triggers once a turn. Ace gone. Okay, we're almost at Rakdos levels. I think what we do here is commit another quick crime. You know, just because that's fun. And what, swing? Do we risk it? I think we can. Red source. I don't know if I should have held back there. The Rakdos is coming down next turn. And that's great. I mean, unless I find another cheaper thing, so then I can double spell, but What would I want? Maybe a Vial Smasher, but honestly what I really want is Rakish Crew. Yeah. Does he have the damn... what's his face? You know the one I mean. Doesn't look like it. Recruiter. We're going to the 4 needed to give some lifelink next turn. And I don't think he's going to be convoking now. Regardless, we're going to get... Ooh. Let's go for Rakdos. It's just the bigger booty and threatens some lethal action pretty quickly. Oh! And now we just chill, because we've got the flyer and the life gain. There he is. You can't handle the truth. So, boopity. That's 1. Here's 2. And then Rakdos is coming through. Oh! Get stuffed, mate. Yes! Yes! Yes, baby! Don't you just love it when your jank beats meta decks? It is just one of the best things in the world. I can just picture the guy on the other end of the table there going... Not a single new card Boros Convoke. He doesn't even have the new lands. It's just like... Fine. I know everybody... Like, he's a Mythic gamer. He's in the numbers. The guy definitely has the new cards. Are you just being lazy, or... What are you doing? Oh, that was so sick. Alright, I think I'm gonna just have to love you and leave you. I don't want to go too long with this one. And I think we did what we set out to do. And as far as whether we should have kept the arena or not, I'll leave that up to you. But Corrupted Conviction there as an option felt pretty good. You know, opponent points their removal at your thing. You sack it. You get a trigger off the Rakish Crew and draw 2 cards. Seems pretty good to me. So I'm going to leave it at that. You know, now that I've had a little bit of a feel for outlaws and also committing crimes, I think the next place this is going to lead me is somewhere into Grixis. I believe there's a new... Here we go. Marchesa, the Dealer of Death. Little Grixis crime action coming soon to a screen near you. Stay tuned. I don't know about Obeka, honestly. I think this is more of a... Probably more of a commander card. But yeah, fun stuff. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs up, comments, share the video, like the video, do all this stuff. Always really, really appreciate it. I will see you all in the next one with another fresh brew. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the Brew Lab signing out. Peace, y'all.